Hello everyone, I am Wendy with Winds of Change Ministries, and today I'm going to focus on the story of, um, of Isaac and his earlier years. So after his mother passed away, his father sent for him to go and get a wife. All right, and she so he called his faithful servant, Alazer, to come and make an oath that he was going to go to the place of where his family had moved to, and to find someone from his own kinfolk. All right. Now, because these first generations were they like to keep it in the family, okay? So anyway, Alazer traveled to the area where his family had lived, and he prayed that the Almighty, because Abraham told him to find a wife for his son, but that God was going to send an angel before him and prosper his way. And so as he approached that area, he prayed that this would happen, and it did. He gave very specific instructions. You know, God likes to he likes to be tested some. He just does. He wants to prove that he's real, okay? Now, not out of ugliness, but out of faith and, God, the universe, who, the great I am likes to show that he, Yahweh, he exists. And so, when you are dealing with something that's important to God, of course he likes to have miraculous things happen. So Alazer, he said, I'm going to ask a damsel for a glass of water, and if I see this sign, then that lets me know that this is a woman. So he saw a fair damsel down by the well, and he goes and asked her, and she's like, not only will I give you water, but I'm gonna water your camels also. So this woman was not only kind, but she was over the top kind. Okay, and her name is Rebecca or Ribka, and she he knew that she was the one. So he gave her some golden trinkets. She ran home to her family. He asked, who's your family? And once she identified who her family was, then he definitely knew this was the one. This was the one. So she goes running off and asks if he could stay the night, and and they provided for him and for the family. Then he was very quick to say why he was there. Oh, no, my mistake. I overstepped. Let me retract. He stayed at the well, and she ran home. She got her brother, showing them this trinket, this jewel that she had received from him, and then the brother, Laban, he went back and invited him to come and stay and everything like that. Okay. Now, Laban is a very, very important character as the stories go on. The name Laban means white. Okay. And so if there is any confusion out there about what color, as if it matters, it doesn't, right? But I know there are some people who are wondering what the color is of the original Hebrews. Laban is white. They kept everything in the family. Okay, it's all in the family. They got the name Hebrews because Abraham and Isaac stayed in Hebron, okay, in that area, in Hebron, and that's where the name Hebrew came from. Is because of where they were at when they sojourned in the land of Canaan. All right, so yes, Canaan itself had lots of not African Americans, dark-skinned people. Okay, and there are stone reliefs throughout Canaan and stuff in that area that show people with African type traits, facial features, and different things. And we're talking about royal people. Okay, so we know that before Israel took over, we know that the royals did have these features. Why? Because they came from the line of Ham, and they had different features. Ham means to warm up. It's the idea of being dark, being burnt, being tanned. Okay? So, and his descendants went down into that area, the Middle East, and further down into Africa. So, yes, there are a lot of reliefs, stone reliefs, that have those characteristics. Okay? But as far as the Hebrews, the original Hebrews were white. All right? And it shouldn't even matter. It shouldn't even matter. And yet there are some people who make it an issue, and I'm going to clarify that right now. So it won't be an issue from here on out, hopefully. So anyway, the the servant of Abraham told them that why he was there, he wanted to get a wife for his master, who was very prosperous. And anyway, and so they came to terms, and Rebecca, she agreed to go down and to become the wife of Yitzhak, Isaac. And when they met one another, it was pretty much love at first sight. He was very happy to have a companion, and he took her to his mother's tent. All right. So, as his story continues, they ended up having another drought in the land. And similar to his father, who had been pushed out of the area and gone into Egypt once, and then going into the land where Abimelech was I believe he was Palestinian. Anyway, I think Abimelech was Palestinian. Anyway, I think. But he too was pushed into to go further west and get some food and stuff, because the drought was so bad. And Abimelech, whether it was I don't remember if it was the first Abimelech that dealt with Abraham or not, regardless, it's the same name. Yitzhak, Isaac, told Rivka to tell him that she was his sister. Same thing. Now, is it true? Is it a lie? Well, they were kin, not necessarily sisters. And yet she was a sister kin. She was a female kin. She was cousins. They were cousins. And so same situation. And then Isaac, Yitzhak, got to live up to his name. See, because we all have to live up to our names. And in the Bible, you better believe, you're going to live up to your name. Okay? So he lived up to his name. Abimelech saw him and Rivka they were sporting, having fun, playing in the courtyard, playing. And what kind of playing, I don't know, but they were sporting, they were having fun, they were laughing and joking, and just, it didn't seem like a normal behavior for a brother and sister. So Abimelech called him out on it, and he admitted that she was, in fact, his wife as well. And so they left that area, and Abimelech went ahead and blessed them, and just said, don't be afraid of me and my people. You just go, you can have the right to go around the property, that area, and feed their livestock, okay? Because they were nomadic, and that was actually a common thing back then. And so, yes, he did it again. He tricked another leader. So then after that, actually, I'm not really sure at what point the kids were born. But I will tell you this, as in relation to that particular story. But I will tell you this: the kids, Esau and Jacob, Ashau and Jacob, they were born while Abraham was still alive. Abraham went on to live a very long life, and in fact, he was, I think the kids were about 15 years old or something like that when he passed away. So they got to experience him. After Sarah passed away, Abraham did not bring Hagar back in to the fold, even though she probably married again, even though he did have some relations with his son. What happened was he remarried, and he went on to have several more children. And those children did not receive the inheritance either. He just, when he was ready knew he was about to die, he had given them a bunch of gifts. That's what he did. He gave them a bunch of gifts. One of those, and sent them eastward, okay? And they settled like in Saudi Arabia, that area. And one of those people was Midian, okay? And this ended up being the tribe that would, where Zipporah, Moses's wife, came from. Okay, so when, again, ahead of myself for those who don't know the Bible, but yes. So Zipporah is actually, has blood relations to Abraham, all right? And her father was a religious figure, okay? So if they came from the line of Abraham, they knew about Yahweh, the Most High God. And so that was going to be a very strong influence on his belief system, okay? So, yes, so when Moses left Egypt, went into and married Zipporah, just to let you know, just to clarify everything, yes, he fell into a religion that was already linked to Abraham. Back to Isaac. So, yeah, he, now as he got older, Isaac, he became blinded, and he didn't know who to favor between his sons. All right? And that's where I'm going to pick up tomorrow. I'm going to talk about the relationship between his sons. Or in the next video, I don't know. I might hop back on later. Regardless, for now, my name is Wendy, and we're all living in the winds of change.